What is up, guys? It is Joe. We're back. We're talking ball about the Cats, and in today's video, we're sticking to basketball as K-State tips off with LSU tonight at 8 o'clock, the third straight season playing LSU. K-State 2-0 to this point, but tonight presents a unique challenge for all K-State fans and the team alike. We've got a former Wildcat taking on the Cats, and it's Cam Carter back at LSU, playing in Bramlage, wearing a different jersey. This time he's a Tiger, not a Cat. It's going to be a great game, and I'm excited to see what happens, but today's video, I want to deliver a little bit of a message regarding Cam's return to K-State. I'll talk about that here in a sec. Before I do, quick reminder to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's the best way to help out and continue the channel to grow. It also helps me out a ton. I'm saving money for a wedding here in the next year or so, so that's kind of the main reason for the more frequent uploads, as well as talking ball about a team I love. But specifically with Cam Carter, I'm going to admit it, I'm a Cam Carter guy. Like, I've still got my Cam Carter jersey downstairs. C5 Cam Carter is a big deal in this household for me. Cam was the best dude. Like, whenever I had the opportunity to talk to the dude, he was always cordial, always great. You know, we had the interview set up, had a couple of different things going. He's a really, really good person, and I'm stoked for his success at LSU. The one thing I wanted to mention in today's video is that there's kind of this conversation of how do you react to Cam returning to K-State? Is it one that you greet with optimism and excited he's coming back, or do you boo? Do you get pissed off that Cam Carter's not on your team that's coming back? He's a traitor. I got to tell you guys, you're an idiot if you think that. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. If you think a dude that sacrificed 2 years of his life to come and take a chance on a first-year head coach and work his tail off every single day is a traitor or some dude we should boo in Bramlage, you're an idiot. You were the wrong kind of fan. I'm going to tell you that right now. I usually don't police the whole how to be a fan thing. Do not be the one booing Cam Carter. Let me remind you real quick. I'll take you down memory lane. Cam Carter, after a season at Mississippi State, didn't play a whole bunch. As a sophomore, true sophomore, hits the transfer portal, comes to take a chance on Jerome Tang, a first-year head coach at Kansas State after being a 19-year assistant coach at Baylor. I'm not saying that Coach Tang didn't have a great reputation, but there is still a gamble associated with a first-year head coach in a state out of your area. You know, you grew up in Louisiana, you go to Mississippi, now you're going to the middle of America. You're going to the happiest place on earth, Manhattan, Kansas, but there's still a gamble to that. You don't know how if you're going to succeed, if you're going to play a lot, if you're going to do XYZ stuff. Cam Carter took that chance and started 32 of 32 games for a team that went to the Elite Eight. While being the best defender on the squad and doing some of the dirty work, he didn't have to be the guy that was scoring every play. He didn't have to do all this stuff, but Cam went out there and worked. He showed up and worked every single day, and that work showed. He returned to Kansas State as a junior on another roster that was comprised of a lot of dudes through the portal, but Cam Carter showed out, and even though the team didn't make the NCAA tournament, he was still one of your leaders and a really, really loved and respected dude. I've talked about Cam as a great example for dudes on this team that really want someone you want to be, in the sense that Coach Tang has a couple of guys, whenever you return to this offense, you take a massive jump. Cam Carter's the perfect definition of that. Goes from 6 points a game to 14 points a game, and you can look at the rebounds and the assists as well. But the point is, this is a dude that worked his tail off to be in Manhattan, Kansas. This is the definition of a Wildcat. He took a chance, and it paid off. Cam Carter was able to reap the benefits, saying, hey, 2 years at a Power 5 university. LSU saw firsthand what the dude can do, dropping 25 against him last season. They got an opportunity for Cam Carter to return home, be the Louisianimal in Louisiana. It's a little bit hard to be that guy in the state of Kansas. It's easier to do that in your home state when you get to go back to the place you grew up, to the family you know, to the people you know. It's such a great thing for Cam, and it also worked out for Kansas State basketball. The dudes got to move in separate ways, and there's no bad blood. I get the idea of booing if it's Kevin McCullough returning to Lubbock, if it's LJ Cryer returning to Baylor, two dudes that trashed their former program at certain points. I know there's a ton of beef with LJ Cryer saying, well, this sucks about Baylor, and this sucks, and this sucks. Cam Carter doesn't do that. He doesn't. And win or lose this basketball game, Cam's going to sit up there, and I'm sure he's going to be grateful and have nothing but respectful things to say about Kansas State. It's the same thing you think about where if K-State plays Illinois in the NCAA tournament, they will not boo Coleman Hawkins when he walks out. Illinois fans will respect him. Hey, thank you for the work you had here. Let's not treat this like it's something that it's not. Love the dude. Respect the dude. Cam Carter is a Wildcat. Even when he's on a different team, he's still got that in him. He's not a guy that said, you know what, screw these guys. This coaching staff, I hate them. This place, I hate it. No fans, blah, blah. Cam Carter's been nothing but awesome through the process, and you got to respect the dude. In my case specifically, I root for the guy every other game of the year. Thursday night, I don't want him to go off. Every other game, go off, Cam. I believe in you. Get to the NBA. But don't go off against us this time. That being said, show the man love, show the man respect, appreciate him for returning, because you don't get to see a lot of this stuff in college basketball. Even though guys transfer constantly, you don't see a lot of the homecoming type situations where you're in there with another team. You get to come back and play in front of a fan base on the opposite side than you were. This is a cool moment for both Cam Carter and Kansas State. I had a tweet that kind of got some run on social media. I don't want to say it went viral because it did not, but I had a tweet that a lot of K-State fans reacted with this week, and it was basically me saying, hey, don't boo Cam Carter. C5's a good dude. He's still a Wildcat at heart. I don't doubt that Cam still has positive memories for Kansas State the way a lot of the dudes that come through K-State do. Similar to those that have come through here, whether it's a guy that stayed here all 4 years or left after one and transferred, there is still a love and respect for your players. You don't treat them that way, man. You don't boo them. You don't say, I hate this guy. Why are you back? Blah, blah, blah. Just don't make it that way. And so I had this tweet that kind of went out there, and I had a bunch of people reply. I wanted to read some of the replies on this because everybody consensus-wise is saying, respect Cam Carter. He's a Wildcat. A ton of praise and respect for Cam in the comments, and I want to read you a couple of those here. Just going to run down the list. I love that guy and will block anyone who disrespects him. May the best team win. Simple. Honestly, he's in a better situation than if he stayed. He's the guy at LSU, and if he had been here, his production would have gone down sharing the ball. That's fair. You can look at that both ways. Would be cool if the place erupts and cheers when his name is called during the starting lineups. Would show the real K-State family spirit, especially in the world of the NIL, and I think that's going to be a huge thing to keep athletes around in the future. Do not boo Cam. Anybody boos Cam, we're fighting on site. That one I'm all for. If you even have to ask that question, you aren't with us. #EMAW. That's a shit take by somebody that's not engaged with the current landscape of college basketball. It was a mutual separation. Show some respect for what he did for our program. That is the perfect way to look at it. You don't have to hope that he scores 30 and wins, but just show some respect. Because the dude respected us at a time when not many people in college basketball did, getting picked to finish dead last with a team of entirely new transfers, -2 players. Cam Carter believed in us. Let's just give him that respect back. That's all I'm going to say here. He's a good dude, a good ball player, and I hope for success, just not tonight. That's all I can say about that. But that's pretty much going to do it for today's video, guys. We'll have a video here tomorrow talking about the outcome of the game, I assume. If it's a loss, maybe not. We'll see what happens, what goes wrong. But I assume that Cats get the job done. My prediction is K-State by 9 points. Will it work out that way? You never know. K-State's free throw shooting's been tough, so you never know if they're going to cover or not. But I'm going to make that claim right now. Do not boo Cam Carter. He's a good dude. Love the man, respect the man. That's all I got to say for this one. Treat Cam Carter with the utmost respect.